Good evening. My name is Todd Dickerson, and on behalf of my sister Ginger and our entire family, I would like to welcome you to the 15th Annual Lupus Mardi Gras Gala virtual. My sister Ginger and I began this event 15 years ago in honor of our younger sister Amy, who also suffers from lupus, and the more than 45,000 people in the state of North Carolina who suffer as well. Over the past 15 years, we have seen a lot of change when it comes to this event, and this year has shown the most change. We do believe, though, that you will be as generous as you have in the past, and we want to thank you for all your kindness and your giving over the years. Please have fun tonight, and on behalf of my entire family, we thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Sheetal Vora. I'm a pediatric rheumatologist at Levine Children's. I'm proud to be a member of the Lupus Foundation of America North Carolina chapter. This is an amazing organization that gives of itself tirelessly to help our local community of lupus patients thrive. I never knew what it was like to be part of a board until I joined this one. All of its members work tirelessly to help. Know that majority of the funds that are given to this organization go straight back into our local community. We not only provide direct information to support you, but also provide access to information about lupus research and the latest medication treatment. And more importantly, we have fun events where we all get together, such as our walks and our golf tournaments, and this Lupus Gala, which of course this year is being hosted virtually because of the COVID pandemic. To be there with you, to get to know you, and to have fun. I'm proud to be a member of this group. I'm proud of what they stand for and what they provide to our community. Please reach into your pockets and donate. This year has been especially tough for our organization, but we want to let you know that we are still here. We are still working on your behalf to make sure that you get the best possible care. Thank you for taking the time to listen, and I hope you enjoy this virtual event.
Greetings to all the carnival revelers, and thank you for being here tonight. We are pleased to have each of you join us for the virtual 2021 Lupus Mardi Gras Gala. We are celebrating a little bit differently this year, and although we wish we could be together in person, we are thankful that you are taking part right where you are. For more than a decade, the Lupus Mardi Gras Gala has been the Queen City's premier nod to the New Orleans tradition. And just like they had to do in New Orleans this year, we are adjusting some as well. My name is Jenny Prince, and I am honored to serve as the president and CEO of the Lupus Foundation of America North Carolina chapter. Tonight, I will also serve as your host for this virtual event. And although we may not have as much fun as we normally do in person with all the activities we normally have at the gala, we think you're going to have a great time at home as we raise funds to impact the lives of those living with lupus, which is the ultimate goal. While our program is running, the silent auction is taking place, and you have until 11 p.m. tonight to bid on some fabulous prizes. Take a trip to a beautiful island, bid on a lovely wine auction, anything you want. Just make sure you bid big and bid often. The silent auction can be found on our website, which is www.lupusnc.org. The impact that this organization is making is amazing, and there are countless stories of the good that is being done thanks to every donation that we receive. And although things are very different due to the effects of the worldwide pandemic, I am extremely grateful to be part of an organization that is making an impact. I can't wait to see the difference that we can make tonight, even from home, in the lives of those that are living with lupus. I'd like to take a moment and recognize the small but mighty staff that serve the LFANC. Along with myself, Joanne and Adrienne work tirelessly to keep our organization going. This team is amazing, and I am so grateful for them and all that they have done and continue to do to serve our thrivers and the organization during such a difficult time. We are also fortunate to be led by an amazing group of volunteer leaders from across North Carolina. Our board of directors give leadership and vision to the work that we do, as well as fundraising themselves for this important cause. Our current executive committee is led by Cherie Pearsall, who is our chairperson, Ebony Marable, Aaron Holland, and Lauren Watkins. Thanks to each of you and the entire board of the LFANC for all that you do and continue to serve the people that need us the most. And now I want to introduce Cherie Pearsall, chairperson of the LFANC board and a lupus thriver herself. Cherie.
Hello, I am Cherie Pearsall, current board chair of the board of directors for the Lupus Foundation of America, North Carolina chapter. And I bring you greetings and welcome you to our 2021 Lupus Foundation Gala. I bring you greetings on behalf of the board of directors, the foundation, as well as Jenny Prince and her entire team. We thank you as always for your past support, for your continued support, and your future support. You all know me very, very well. I've been around the foundation for some time now. I too am a lupus thriver. I was diagnosed in 2008 with lupus SLE, had symptoms as early as 2005. Yet for the grace of God, great medicine, and great physicians, I'm still thriving. But that also came with great support. And that support is oftentimes provided through the foundation. You see, the pandemic did not change the mission of the foundation. We are still looking to advance the science and medicine of lupus, as well as provide loving and caring support for those impacted with lupus, and provide programs and services for lupus thrivers in the state of North Carolina. Now, I know these aren't the accommodations that you're used to as far as our gala is concerned. We're hopeful that 2022 is better to us, and we will be able to be back in person, enjoying ourselves as we've done in the past. However, so that the organization can remain relevant, so that we can continue to provide the programs and services and support that we've done in the past, we need your help more than ever. Again, desperate times calls for desperate and creative measures, and I thank Jenny and her team for putting this event together. By nature of your attending, we thank you. We know that you still care. And so we have a big ask of you. We ask that you continue to donate. We need your donations more than ever. The goal is to make sure that the foundation not only survives the pandemic, that we are thriving after the pandemic. And there are many ways for you to get involved. You can continue to donate. I'm always going to ask. But you can also be a member of our board of directors. Bring your talents and skills to the organization and help push the organization forward. There are many volunteer opportunities. We have our summit every year. We have our walk. We also want you to get a walk team. We will be walking virtually this year, again, out of an abundance of caution and for the safety of our thrivers who also love this event. We will be virtual. But again, that is an additional opportunity for you to get involved. To get involved and stay connected, all you have to do is reach out to yours truly, or Jenny Prince, and we will find a way to use your talents and skills to continue to support the foundation and its purpose and its mission. Again, I thank you once again for attending the virtual gala for the Lupus Foundation of America North Carolina chapter. I thank you for your past support, your continued support, and your future support. And I wish you all the best as we look forward to 2022 and the opportunity to connect on a more personal level. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you next year.
Thank you, Cherie. As you just heard, lupus is a devastating disease that is life-changing for all those that are affected. A few things for you to know about lupus. Lupus is a chronic, potentially life-threatening autoimmune disease for which there's no known cure. An estimated 1.5 million people in the United States and over 53,000 in North Carolina alone are currently living with lupus. The Lupus Foundation, North Carolina chapter, is part of a national force that is devoted to solving the cruel mystery of lupus while providing caring support for all those who suffer from its brutal impact. The North Carolina chapter is the center of excellence for those affected by lupus, bridging patients, their families, caregivers, and the medical community right here in North Carolina. To understand this disease better, Kimberly McLean, a lupus thriver, volunteer, and key member of the Lupus Advocacy Bureau, has written a poem describing what it's like to live with lupus, and she's going to share that with us now. Kimberly?
Disloyalty, lack of faithfulness or support. Body of mine, you are the personification of disloyalty. What deeper betrayal is there when even your body turns against you? When the one thing that's supposed to carry you through life doesn't even want a committed relationship. Lupus, an autoimmune disease, meaning your body begins to attack itself. You are a good relationship that ended with, it's not you, it's me. You mistook this temple as your playground, seesawed your way around my kidneys with pleurisy, swung around my kidneys to the point of failure, slid down my tissue with inflammation. You're so temperamental. One day you're fine, the next day you're dying. You act like you don't know what healthy feels like anymore, like pain is the only thing that you know. Body of mine, you decided to wage war. I never asked you for battle. Why you gotta be so selfish? You act like house is more hospital than home. Do you take pride in needle pricks? Like you don't see that I'm running out of good veins, like all this suffering doesn't seem in vain? Body of mine, can you take a day off? Do you ever get tired of fighting? Do you ever sleep? It seems like you're always plotting and planning to tear me down. I've been working so hard to make amends, trying to pretend that we are finally getting along. Then you have the nerve to turn around and reject the new kidney that gave me life. Are you envious that I was finally doing better? Do you wallow at every good report? Is the fact that I'm still able to smile the reason that you try to hurt me more? So determined to be the death of me, sepsis in my bloodstream. Guess you didn't get the memo that I got a lineage of warriors running through my bloodstream. Are you jealous that I got faith that God has healed me? Angry because I'm constantly binding you up and commanding you to get in line, body of mine. You may win the battle, but I will always win the war. I used to be afraid of losing you. Now it's the living with you that's hard to get used to. But even when every part of you is hurting, I still find something to look forward to. My heart is still beating, left ventricle screaming faith, right ventricle exclaiming hope, because I ain't never witnessed a trial that didn't make me stronger. You thought you tore me down, but what you really did was gave fuel to a monster. There's a fire burning inside. For each time that I know that I should have died, you keep shooting me with your best shot. I'm bulletproof, strong amidst the bruises, bigger than the tears. You know my testimonies. You must have forgot that I'm a soldier, because you can't kill a warrior when they have no fears. Between the arsenal and my spiritual weapon and the power of my tongue, I'm well equipped. I never quit. Body of mine.
Thank you, Kim. That was just wonderful. We appreciate you for sharing your talent and your story with us. Tonight would not be possible without the financial backing of our sponsors and committed volunteers. We are so grateful for their support, which allow us to do what we do, improve the lives of those affected by lupus. There's a special group of individuals that work tirelessly on this event to make it come to fruition. and they are known as the King's Court. Led by Dr. Ginger Dickerson, Todd Dickerson, and Kalis Egoff, the King's Court enables us to make the magic happen year after year. And they are already busy making plans for March of 2022. It is because of their efforts that tonight, as well as every gala, becomes a huge success. I also want to thank our sponsors. Their financial support of this important mission enables us to serve those that need us at the highest level. Please join me in thanking Trinity Partners and Mike Smiley, as well as those of you that plan to give tonight. Thank you to each and every sponsor for funding this important work. And now, my favorite part, you're going to hear from some of our amazing lupus thrivers and supporters. The stories you will hear will not only warm your heart, but it's also going to highlight the important work that we do through our programs and services that we provide by the LFANC. These include, but are not limited to, our educational programs, support groups, our statewide physicians directory, newly diagnosed intakes, a 24-hour helpline, ongoing patient support, free education materials, and our emergency financial assistance fund. These programs and services cannot exist without the loyal support of donors like you. Although they do not look the same as they did pre-COVID, our programs and services are still functioning and serving lupus thrivers all across the state. While we are able to help a great number of people, there are so many more that need us that we want to support on a daily basis. Without your help, we cannot continue to operate these programs, and it is heartbreaking to have to tell somebody that we can't help you. So, join me now and listen to these amazing stories.
Hi, my name is Tamika Griffin, and I've been a part of the Lupus Foundation North Carolina for about 10 plus years. And I enjoy having my meetings with my support groups. And the Lupus Foundation of North Carolina is not only an organization, but it's a village. It has become my extended family. My favorite events are the Mardi Gras and the Lupus Walk. And I just want to say to the Lupus Foundation of North Carolina, thank you so much for what you do for patients like myself and others that have lupus, for all your support and all your fundraising for research. I really appreciate it, and keep up the great work in the lupus community. You appreciate it more than you will ever know.
Hi, my name is Christine. I'm with Team Chris. I started with the Lupus Foundation over 10 years ago. When I was first diagnosed in 2008, I thought to myself, how can I help other people? What can I do? For so long before 2008, I had went through so many doctors, treatments, and different things. So I knew once I was diagnosed, there's other people that was like me, especially at a young age. So I was like, what can I do to help other people? I had Googled the Lupus Foundation, and I actually Googled how I could help, and I found the Lupus Foundation in North Carolina. And I was like, okay, let me do this walk. Let me do things what can I do to help other people? I didn't really know how big of a platform that it would be for me, like with social media, raising funds, just spreading the awareness was really, really big for me. And every year it just got bigger and bigger. And the connections, the network, spreading the awareness was so big, so huge. And I'm glad I did it. My family was a big support for me and for other people too. We were just out there spreading awareness, collecting the funds to help other people. And I'm so glad that I did it. It's a journey. And without the Lupus Foundation, I don't think I could have done what I did. And I hope years further, I can keep going.
Hi everyone, I'm Christine. I am a mother, I am a wife, I am a dog lover, and I also happen to have SLE. I was diagnosed after the birth of my first child, who is now 6. It was definitely life-changing. Moving forward was going to be a challenge. I tried to focus on my health, my new baby, and my plan for the future. During this time, I researched everything I could about lupus and came across the Lupus Foundation's page. I immediately signed up for their annual Lupus Summit. My husband and I went, and we learned so much, and it felt good to be a part of something that was bigger than my disease. During that first year, I started blogging as a way to cope with the diagnosis and my symptoms and my new normal, and shared it on social media. I had a friend reach out to me and say that her mom was dear friends with Dr. Barb Meyer, who works on the Lupus Gala committee, and offered me and my husband 2 tickets to the gala that year. We were so excited to go, got dressed up. It was a truly magical night, and felt for the first time that I could unveil my mask. They asked everyone in the room who has lupus to stand up, and it took me by surprise, but it also felt really good to be recognized, and it was not invisible anymore. This past year, I saw that the Walk to End Lupus was in Charlotte. So my family and I, with a couple of friends, we got together and went to the event. Was overwhelmed with how many people were there. Just by you guys being here tonight, you are providing that scared new mom an outlet. You are providing access for people who don't have health care, people who don't have a support system, a place to go and share their stories and feel supported within the community of North Carolina and Charlotte. You're providing funding for advocacy and research for the disease and new drugs and new treatments. So thank you for being here tonight.
Wow. These stories of strength and reality really bring me to tears and encourage me to work even harder in service to them and the over 53,000 people living in North Carolina with lupus. We are so honored to play a small part in the lives of lupus thrivers and their families. And we are so fortunate that we can educate, connect, and support them daily. But we need to do more. We need to be more sustainable. We need to offer more programs and reach more people. We need to increase our services. We need to get more physicians involved. The thrivers need us, and it's our responsibility to be there for them. Over the last 14 years, the Lupus Mardi Gras Gala has raised over $1 million in the fight against this devastating disease. And we can't stop now. Your financial support is needed. It's needed now more than ever. And I ask that you dig deep in your pockets and make a significant gift tonight. Most importantly, I ask that you reflect on all that's been shared tonight and dig deep into your heart and give generously so that we can fulfill our mission to truly improve the lives of all of those living with lupus. The link for giving was in the email you received about tonight's program. If you can't find it, you can go to our website, which is www.lupusnc.org. Please go to the site now and give generously and boldly in honor of the stories you have heard tonight, because they represent each thriver in North Carolina that needs the LFANC. So please go to our website and donate now. Last of all, I want to thank everyone for taking part in the 2021 virtual Lupus Mardi Gras Gala. Those of you watching at home and those that helped with the program tonight, as well as our sponsors and volunteers. Thank you to the volunteers, sponsors, and donors for making this unique night one for the record books. And thank you from the bottom of my heart to each and every one of you for taking part in this event and for giving with your heart. We can't wait to see you next year in person on March 5th, 2022 for our 16th annual Lupus Mardi Gras Gala by the grace of God. So go bid, go give big, and a good night to all. See you next year.